much time is gone. I ponder, but everything is wrong. I only learn new things to fill the silence of our conversation. Should you get a second to think, you'll figure me out. Living, breathing, and feeling the past. Chasing and knowing all those little lies. Living the fears you once called your hopes and lies. We'll make it out one day. I sure hope we'll be alive. In sonder, I glimpse at all your wants. We wander, but all of them just haunt. I think of all the things we'll never learn, so we'll never get to find. The small obsessions with the misunderstandings of the times. Keep non-va, non-vede. Keep non-vede, non-sa. I can't read it. Oh, I didn't.
You got it. You got it.
I got it. So how'd you write this one?
Honestly,
like the riff and stuff.
Cause in standard, my favorite chord is C, and like the variations you can do with it. Especially like learning guitar, I would always do that. So I was like, does C work in this tuning? And then I was like, no. And then I went, yes. And then just kind of like messed around with the same like structure variations that I would do in standard. I'm like, oh, this is actually like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, can you slap it up there? And then the rest came pretty naturally after that.
Yeah, you tend to just like find a note and then be like, well, what works with that note, and just go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just kind of playing around with like what I already knew, because by the time we were writing this, I think I'd been in this tuning for less than a year, so
Yeah.
it's still kind of like what works, what doesn't, and yeah, just trying to write something pretty. And
Yeah.
the good thing about this tuning is, so there's different scales, different keys, but in this tuning, I like to joke around and say there is happy and sad, or dramatic. There's like no in between.
Mm-hmm.
So we found a quote unquote sweet spot.
A happy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one lyrically, I remember when we were singing it, I was like remembering that it was inspired by something specific, but I can't quite place. Like I know that some of the lyrics are like specifically in reference to something someone said, but I can't quite remember what it was. It was the second song we wrote, so it's like a lot more poetic lyrically, since the first one was just like stating fact. This one is more like stating feeling kind of a
I
thing.
like that stating feeling.
I used that Italian proverb at the end. Who doesn't go won't see, who doesn't see won't know, and who doesn't know will step in shit. Except I left the last line off.
That's the best part.
I know, but it doesn't rhyme as nicely. I don't remember where I heard that one from either. I'm trying to remember. But I was learning a lot. Like, I was going really hard on my Italian learning at that time, so I was probably just, like, looking up, like, Italian stories and stuff, and, proverbs or whatever.
Oh,
This one has a lot more lyrics that I wrote when we were trying to figure out what actually fit. I think there were, like, 3 verses originally. And there were 2 different choruses, but then, like, we just cut a lot of the fat. And we've used some of those other lyrics in other songs since then, so it works out. Yeah. It's pretty...
Yeah, it's sort of just like a nice, clean, cut and dry song. There's literally no fat. It's like we start here, roll out. It's just fun to play too. Like the chorus riff is just really fun to rip on. Like I could do that all day.
Yeah. And it's kind of like you can attribute whatever meaning you want to it. Like, it means something and you can get to that meaning, but it's also vague enough where you can be like, well, maybe I want it to feel like this, you know?
Yeah, I remember, because we had a riff, and then there's a few variations, because we'd approached the song, kind of like hit a bit of a wall, and then just kind of like, forget about it, and then came back, and then one time just came back and it was like, song done.
Yeah.
That's a really good
I think it
feeling.
was, because after writing Bodies of Water so quickly, it was kind of frustrating to, like, write something so different and not yet know how to write something so different. Which then became, like, our more normal sound and lyrical content. I don't have a lot of stories in my life I can't write a lot of songs about.
You have a lot of stories in your life you could write songs about. Not even the big stuff, even the day-to-day.
I know. I mean, that's what Bodies of Water is about, the day-to-day. It's hard to write about yourself because you lived it, so you think it's just kind of mediocre and normal and, like, whatever. But when you tell someone else about your life and they're like, wow, that's so cool, you're like, well, I never thought about it that way. But yeah, this one's called Ritorno, which means return in Italian. I was deep in my Italian phase. Not Latin.
Fucking Dutch.
No, Dutch is... You would know if I was learning Dutch.
Like, you got a fucking sore throat, dude.
Yeah.
You got a lot of mucus. What's going on? Sorry, I've listened to a Theo Von comedy album in the last 48 hours, so... He's been coming out.
There's a Theo Von inside everybody.
There he is, with 30 pounds of hamster bones.
Hamster
Got
bones.
the hamps. Oh, you gotta listen to that.
Good lord. Okay, Ritorno.
30 pounds of hamster.